Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I thought Be a Good Human was a perfect mug for today because there's so many nice things we need to talk about. First, I suppose I should tell you that tonight at sundown is the beginning of the holiest day in the year for Jews, and that would be Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. We've had 10 days now between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur to clean up all our transgressions with other humans. And tomorrow, or starting at sundown tonight, it's time to clean it up with the big guy upstairs. You know what I mean? I started looking at the list of sins that one might have committed during the course of the last year. I was going to read them to you, and then I decided, no, it was so depressing. But the interesting thing to me was that there are so many ways that we can hurt and offend others, and so many ways that we can be not good people without even realizing it. Sometimes it's the sin of omission or the sin of unmindfulness. You know, I'm making these up now, but they're probably in there too. There were 3 pages of things we might have done wrong. Because it's really easy when you look back, for some people at least, to say, yeah, well, I didn't do anything bad all year, so I have nothing to atone for. And this kind of gives you a little kick in the pants, to say, really? Have you been a good human everywhere in your life? Or there are a few things maybe that you didn't even realize you weren't being the best person you could be. And I'm thinking that being a good human is maybe possibly in degrees different for different people. Just saying. It's my thought on that. But it's a perfect day to start the day with gratitude, isn't it? I was having fun with my gratitude list this morning, that's for sure. I realized that there are some things that I don't really like, but that I'm grateful for. Like being awakened in the morning to get done whatever I need to get done. Like the rain that grows the plants and feeds the earth. I am not a rain person. I think I've mentioned that before. I love rain if it's between 1 and 4 a.m. Done. And by 4 o'clock, stop it. Don't like rain. And I know there are those of you out there. Tracy, if you're watching, I know you're a rainaholic. Loves the rain. Susan, you love the rain. Me? I'm not a rain person. I'm a sunshine person. But I'm grateful for the rain because I realize all that the rain does. So how'd I get on that kick of noticing that there are things I don't like that I'm really grateful for? I only hope that someday my own children will feel the way I feel now as an adult. And that is, I am grateful for all those times my parents read me the riot act, those times that they sent me to my room, those times that they grounded me, those times that they yelled at me, those times that they had those talks with me about what wasn't acceptable. I didn't like being punished. Occasionally, I got slapped. Boy, I really didn't like that. I think there are other ways to handle discipline than physically. But I am so grateful that my parents were who they were with me and made me become the kind of person that I became. And although I don't agree with my brothers on everything, in fact, I don't agree with my brothers on a lot of things, they're both really good humans. And so, my Father in heaven and my mother in the home, thank you for teaching me how to be a good human. Good morning, Opa. Good Opa, more like I can't talk. Good morning, Marlene. Lovely to see you join us. So yeah, it's like take a look at your gratitude list, and you might want to add some things to it that you don't like, but that you know make a big difference in your life. Yeah. Discipline's a good one, isn't it? Who likes to be disciplined? Who likes to be told what to do? Who likes speed limits? But they can save your life, can't they? Yeah. So start with gratitude, folks, and maybe start with gratitude for things you didn't even know that you were grateful for. Okay, what is today? Well, today is fun stuff. First of all, it's National Crush Day. Now, can you explain that to me? What kind of crush do they mean? Like Orange Crush? Like crush something? Or like, oh, I have a crush. I choose for it to be I have a crush day. Yeah. And did you ever notice that you can get a crush like in an instant? And it doesn't matter what sex someone is or how old they are. You just all of a sudden have that little, I call them love rushes. You have like a little love rush. And all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I call that a crush. Crushes don't have to last a long time, or they could last a lifetime. Kind of like mine with James Garner. I've had a crush on James Garner my whole entire life. I have a secret crush on Lewis Black too, and I think secretly he wants me, even though he's never met me. Just saying. I had a crush on Ruth Bader Ginsburg too. Just kind of a girl crush. And on Mother Teresa. Yeah, crushes can be really weird, can't they? I had a lot of crushes in my life. It's also No Excuses Day. Do you think that that's because at sundown, it's the Day of Atonement? So there are no excuses. You just clean it up and you're done. So it's No Excuses Day. And you can hold people to that. I give you permission. It's also, we're in the middle of Oktoberfest. Did you know that? I'm not a beer drinker, so Oktoberfest has never really been a big holiday for me. But apparently Monday, I'll have to check for you, is Drink a Beer Day. And if that's the case, might have to celebrate the end of Oktoberfest. It goes from the 19th of September till the 4th of October. So, we're getting close to the end there. If you're going to get a little Bratwasser in or something like that, you better get going on it because Oktoberfest is almost over. But Germany is also the source of our word for the day. The word is Weltschmerz. Weltschmerz. It's not a happy word. It's a sad word. It's the mental depression or apathy that's caused by comparing the actual state of the world to your ideal picture of the world. And I chose that word for today because I think there are an awful lot of us who could use a word to describe how we've been feeling lately. And Weltschmerz, that kind of says it, doesn't it? Because we do have this now idealized way of the world. The world is in a pretty bad place right now, but you know what? All we've been doing is uncovering the layers of the way it actually is. It's not really changing. It's actually coming out of the shadows. That in itself is Weltschmerz, as far as I'm concerned. But the good news is, noticing what we don't like allows us to know what we need to work on and what we need to change. And yes, it's out there, but it all starts right here. Be a good human. Oh, it's Sunday. I do get kind of heavy on Sundays, don't I? All right, let me think. Let me find something that I wrote down. Oh, you know what? It's also Hispanic Heritage Month. Ole! 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 I'm kind of excited because after tennis today, I'm celebrating the birthday of a friend of mine who is of Hispanic heritage. She calls me Chica. I call her Chica. We call the guys we play with Chicos. And we have so much fun. So today, we're having a little brunch after tennis. And with the help of my significant other, who's a far better chef and baker than I am, we made this yummy quiche Lorraine, which I'm saying is French for huevos rancheros. Hey, I mean, come on, tacos. It is Hispanic Heritage Day. You've all gotten so much from the heritage of the people of 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 Mexico, of Spain, of any country of Hispanic origin, any country from South America, any country from Latin America. I mean, come on. It's like so cool. So what are your favorite foods? I mean, come on, there have to be some on that list. Now remember, I live in California. So we share a border with Mexico. So most of the people in California speak at least a little bit of Spanish. We have great Mexican food, not maybe compared to Mexico, but we get a lot of Mexican foods up here. We have a lot of the heritage as part of who we are. We don't even know where our non-Hispanic heritage starts and our Hispanic heritage starts, because it's so intermixed here in Southern California. Did I say that right? I don't know. Here's to Hispanic Heritage Month. Ole, my friends, ole. So, did you know that the original name of Google, I keep telling you, Google this, Google that, right? The original name of Google was back rub. Yeah, that's what they were going to call it. Oh, could you back rub that? And then they changed it and they named it after a Googleplex. You know what a Googleplex is? Every little kid knows what a Googleplex is, right? Because it's like the biggest number you could have. A Googleplex is a 1 with 100 zeros after it. That's a Googleplex. Marlene says she's half French and half Ukrainian. Whoa, that's a hot combination. I did 23andMe and I found out that I'm 99.9% Russian Jewish. 99.9%. That's a lot, right? But my kids aren't. They're like half that and 1/4 Italian and 1/4 French. I mean, the combinations of people. We had this conversation at a dinner party one night about what is your background. Lordy, lordy, it was so much fun to find out this one has a piece of this and a piece of that. And me, I don't have a whole lot of pieces. I'm just me. You know, I'm almost like a purebred, for crying out loud. Oh, okay. So this is your interesting fact for today. You ready? It is impossible to hum while holding your nose. Don't you love that I find these important pieces of information for you? Okay, go ahead. I know you're trying it. I'll give you a minute. Come on, try to hum while you hold your nose. You can't do it. You through trying? You won't be able to do it. Keep trying. Go ahead, challenge your friends. It'll be really fun. Challenge your friends. Maybe if you're really good, I will teach you, because I learned it. I will teach you how to balance a tennis racket on your finger without dropping it. I can do that. Maybe tomorrow. I'll write a note. Tennis racket tomorrow. Okay, I'm about done for this morning, but I want to read you a couple things from my favorite book. Well, it's not my favorite book, but it is my favorite poet, Shel Silverstein. This is called Showfish. I found a flounder and I thought, swell, I'll take it to school for show and tell. But I forgot for a spell to take it to school for show and tell. And now it's 2 weeks later. Well, I'll take it to school for show and smell. Go ahead, hum with your, go ahead. All right. And finally, a little bit of insight into me from how to be grateful. Colors are my chocolate. They make my life sweet. That's why I do word art. Gratitude is lovely when you feel it, doubly good when you acknowledge it, and simply magical when you express it and share it with others. Colors are my drug of choice. Hey, God, nice job on the palette. If you just pick the colors that you're grateful for, your gratitude list would be flying high today. All right, folks, have a fabulous Sunday. Fabulous, fabulous Sunday. And I might be a little serious tomorrow because it is the Day of Atonement and I might still have some cleaning up to do. But peace and sparkles from Marlene to me and all of you. And remember to go out there and be a good human today. Do something nice for someone, something unexpected. Yeah.